not specifically about caravanning today, although a little bit. I'm Susie from The Wheel Busy Solo Traveller, and this is just out of my garden today, and I thought I'd just show you. This is out of my home garden, and it's one of my things that I really like to do is gardening, and I'm trying to figure out how I can still do some of this when I'm on the road. So for example, these are little tiny lettuce leaves, so you don't have to feel worried that your lettuce is not growing super duperly and getting really big leaves, because these leaves are really nice for a salad. And there's miles there for me for probably 2 serves. I put them in here, so I don't actually cut or pull the whole lettuce out. I just cut the bottom because they will regrow. And if you've got store-bought lettuces, particularly like these ones, you can start growing them in a little jar with water. These are my zucchinis out of the garden, so this is really just today's haul. I usually get quite a bit of lettuce and quite a bit of zucchinis and the other things. Zucchinis, they recommend not to wash. So these have come straight out of the garden, and I will put them in a nice paper bag to put into the fridge. And that's all you do with them. I have got heaps of them frozen already in the freezer at home, and they're cut into slices basically, and they're cooked in the oven. I think I'd have to get the recipe for those, but there's heaps of those that I will be able to take with me when I'm in the van. My little tomatoes, and I did try and grow bigger tomatoes this year, but they haven't taken, I think, too much rain. So as many tomatoes as I can collect, I can make into a puree and put into the freezer in the van and take with me. I prefer to always eat fresh foods, and I mostly eat vegetables and fish. I don't eat meat. These beans, so these are sort of, they're not spreading climbing beans, although they do climb a little bit. They're more like a bush, and they grow really well in my backyard, which is a sort of sandy loam, because I live near the water. So I usually get at least two meals at nighttime meals out of my garden. I've got quite a lot of beans, so I've just sort of picked what was there. I had some yesterday as well. And these are mini Lebanese or mini cucumbers, and they also grow really, really well, and they tend to they climb. So they're climbers, but you can have them in pots, or I've got mine in long pots, which is really nice, and they sort of sit on the side of my balcony. So I just thought I'd share with you a little bit about what I do and how I'm working on saving money in my travels, because I'm on a very, very tight budget. So I need to be able to grow as much as I possibly can. These little cucumbers too, if you've got lots and lots of them, as I did earlier or later last year, you can make excuse me, you can make like a preserve. I cut them up really small and put them in vinegar with some garlic, a little bit of fresh chilli. I also get lots and lots of chilies out of my garden. I like the chilies because they tend to dissuade, I think, the other pests in the garden. So just a little bit from me this morning. Just one of my interests is gardening, and thought you might like to know what I'm up to and how I'm planning for my trip. Hopefully the first big one will be at the end of March. Have a great day and be well busy. My finished lunch, a salad out of the garden, and I have just put some virgin olive oil on there, extra virgin olive oil, and I've put a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much salt because I actually like to put a little bit of parmesan on there. As you can see, there's a few olives in there too, they're not out of the garden. And then just to finish it off with some biscuits and a little bit of guacamole, which I normally make myself, but this time I haven't. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day.